They aren't even reacting. Hello. If you wanted to watch somebody torture themselves by playing a game incorrectly, welcome. This is the spot. This is where you should be. The original goal was to beat the game only using samurai weapons. And, it was terrible. Ooh, that's a lot of people. Ooh, that's too many people. Run, 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 run. Oh! No! What was that? And if you're wondering how far I got before I had to not be a samurai anymore, the answer is the first mission.
If they see us, they'll kill the prisoners.
Then we better stay quiet. And open their throats.
That's the answer. The first actual mission. You get into the open world, and in the first actual mission, you have to assassinate somebody. You have to. There's no way around it. I found like an open area where you could like dip down and like maybe move around a bit more, but it didn't really do me much good. It was a different scene entirely. It wasn't open world. It just, I got some funny things that happen, like here the guy is coming at me when I trigger the cutscene, but that's the best I could do. I couldn't do anything else. There was no way to bypass this or change the result. Nothing. I had to kill him.
I know this wasn't easy. Going against your code.
Yeah.
I did what I had to.
This is Yuna, by the way. The game can't decide whether or not she's a romantic interest. But I think she is. I mean, the only reason our main guy's alive is because she saved him. And also the only reason he starts to drift from his samurai ways is because of her.
If something goes wrong, they'll kill the prisoners. I've seen them do it. We have to go in quietly.
Like thieves.
What's wrong with that?
Everything, Yuna! So you would think that protecting the hostages would be a lot harder in the samurai-only playthrough. But it's not. The mechanic's actually really lenient, and it gives you a lot of time before they actually do anything once they signal the hostage is in danger. So it's not too bad. You know, if you don't die. Nice. But I died a lot. I didn't do a whole lot of hostage missions after that. In fact, I didn't do a whole lot of other missions. I basically avoided all combat unless it was for the main story. But I was good enough to reach the con. So this boss fight was like every other boss fight, which is basically a samurai duel. And it's nice because I don't have to change anything for my playthrough. But it doesn't really get interesting until the second phase, where suddenly you're not fighting just Khan, but also the rest of the Mongols with him. Well, crap. So we follow him onto a ship, and this is the big bad boss. The one that we've been chasing all game. And I expected this fight to be so difficult because now it's no holds bar, right? In the duels, we are limited to our sword, and that's it. But now that we're not dueling him anymore, we can use any means necessary to kill him. but I still wasn't going to use any means necessary. Like, I was still only relying on the sword and the bow, like I had been all game. So I expected to get my butt kicked. I wanted the game to force me to be the ghost in this fight. That's the whole point. The whole point of the game is you can't beat him in a duel because he cheats. You can't beat him like a samurai because he has no honor. And that was the entire conflict of the game. And so I expected this last fight to force my hand. But it didn't. It was one of the easiest fights. And I say it's easy because I only died like 4 or 5 times versus the 10 to 15 times I normally die in regular encounters. Like, not even boss encounters, like regular encounters I die that much. Or I did. I mean, not anymore, I'm pretty good now. But it's besides the point. I expected this to be the hardest bit of the game. And I was so disappointed that I beat it so easily.
Kill the ghost!
And another will come. Forgotten.
And that was it. That was, I mean, that wasn't the last boss, but that was the last huge hurdle for my samurai-only playthrough. And it wasn't too bad. It was harder in the beginning because you didn't have as many skills, but the end was pretty easy, unfortunately. Now for some of my favorite parts of this playthrough. The first one is when the AI has trouble using taps in certain areas. It's especially bad in this area with the catapults, but I've seen it in other places. But you can see that they have trouble jumping off of things sometimes. Instead of jumping, they just kind of slip and fall. And I I can't help but laugh. But this last guy, I don't know if it's taps or if he just got caught on bad collision. My second favorite thing to find is a little hard to explain. So there's the one swordsman who isn't moving in the corner, and I think he was the one who's supposed to attack me. So this shield guy, he's just backing away from me because it's not his turn. I think the sword guy got stuck on bad nav mesh, and so the shield guy is just backing away eternally. And I can like push him wherever I want him to go or whatever. And it's just, it was just a great find. And the last one I'm going to show you is a way to get infinite resources. There are already videos about this, but I didn't know about them, and I only found it because I died so much. But if you walk up to these red boxes, these red chests, and you checkpoint before you open them, and then you open them, and then you die or you restart your checkpoint, you will have kept everything that you looted, but now the box will be refilled. So you can, yeah, infinite resource spawn. Yeah, I did use it. I didn't want to have to fight everyone for these resources. So, yeah, that's the video. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one.